All right. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay. You're not going to lick any microphones?
No promises there.
All right. Oh. Do you want that?
Probably not.
Okay. As you take it from me anyway.
I just want a closer look at what it is.
Yeah. Okay. So you've got the note about.
I do.
All right. Look at this silly thing. It's. I wanted to save that because it's an update of our opening thing that says copyright 2019, but it's not 2019 anymore. So
Oh.
I made a new one and I can't save it.
Hmm.
Oh, well, I guess we're going to be stuck in 2019.
Well, I guess there's worse things.
Yeah, there are.
Could be Groundhog's Day. Over and over
Well,
and over again.
that's pretty much what January is, I think.
Groundhog's Day?
Yeah.
How do you figure?
Every day seems the same.
Ah.
Mm. Okay, let's see. That works. Uh, this is for you, Donald. This is for you.
You're welcome.
All right, and that one works. Okay, all of them are working. Oh, we don't want. Oh my, I've got an issue here. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Put your face back there. All right, so production 2020. Okay, so let me save that where I'll find it. As if. Where's my? I can't find the folder that I think I'll find when I need to find the folder. There it is. All right. Yeah, I want to continue. Okay. All this stuff has to be hidden. There we go. Now, can I do the screen capture? It looks like I can. Excellent. Okay, we're ready. What is the volume level here?
Oh, my goodness.
That's where we need it to be.
It's loud.
You have a volume control right there.
This one?
Yep.
It's time.
It is.
Good evening, friends, and welcome to the North Georgia GMRS Regional Net. I'll be working off the Pine Log Mountain repeater tonight, but we will also be networked in with Sassafras, Crawford, Somerville, Lookout Mountain, Ball Ground, McDonough, Columbus, Noonan, Jersey, Madison, Moreland, Zebulon, and Zello. Tonight, our RF coverage area will be in excess of 31,000 square miles. This net takes place every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. I would like to thank everyone who has made North Georgia GMRS the most expansive and active GMRS network in the country. Your net control tonight is Atlanta 947 WQIR 514. My name is Julie, and I'm located in Woodstock, Georgia. On the net, you can talk about your day's activities, radio equipment, or anything you think we would like to know. This is a family-based network, so we would encourage you to get your family involved. Once the floor is open, it is permissible to address the other members of the net by their name or tactical unit number. The use of your FCC call sign is only required when you sign in and sign out of the net. When signing in, please speak slowly and clearly as you give your tactical unit number, name, and location. At this time, I will take check-ins. Any Zello check-ins, please call Net Control now.
This is 253 WQNB 274, Donald from Blairsville, Georgia. This is Atlanta 33 WRBC 231. Hey,
David?
Davis.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 253, Donald in Blairsville, and Atlanta 33, Davis, right here in Woodstock. Are there any other members wishing to check in through Zello? Please call Net Control now.
correction for Atlanta 33.
What did he say?
Question from Atlanta 33.
Go ahead.
It's Atlanta 33 WRBC 231 in Fayetteville, short time.
Gotcha. All right, I have you in Fayetteville. Thank you for that, Davis. I appreciate that. All right, I will go ahead and move on to any visiting transient licensed GMRS operators, new members of the North Georgia GMRS network, or any youth members 18 and under. Again, this is any licensed GMRS operator who is not a North Georgia GMRS member, but who is in the area and would like to check in. Any new members to the group or youth members 18 and under, please call Net Control now. With nothing heard, I'll move on to Pine Log check-ins. Any member wishing to check in through Pine Log, now's your chance. Net Control will be standing by.
Atlanta 32, checking in, around, WCCD 7205.
What's your name, Atlanta 32?
Chris. Is that it on Pine Log?
I don't know.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 32. Chris in Ball Ground. Thank you, Chris, for checking in. Are there any other Pine Log check-ins? Please call Net Control now.
This is
Anna.
This is Atlanta 56 WQZC 882 in Holly Springs, in and out. Good night, everybody.
She's so cute.
This is Atlanta 57 WQZC 882, Andrew in Holly Springs.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 56. Anna in Holly Springs, in and out. Thank you, Anna, for checking in with us this evening, and thank you for the Facebook posts of those beautiful art pieces that you had posted last week. Those were absolutely amazing. And acknowledging Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. With that, I'll go ahead and move on to all other repeater check-ins. Any repeater anywhere, please call net control now.
In and out.
Stations, if you would bring that back, you doubled on each other, so I was unable to read either one of you. So if you would, please bring that back.
WRDK 811 here in Gainesville.
I think he's actually 130. I believe that was Charles.
This is
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Newman 29, WRCU 796, Marty in Tyrone.
Atlanta 948, WRER 430, Gary in Woodstock. Check me in and out, Julie.
This is Atlanta 780, WQUV 439, Houston and Austell.
This is Atlanta 261, WRCG 399. Check me in and out, but monitoring. Working on the other 26s. Thank you.
Atlanta 291, WQIJ 279, Nick in Ackworth. Checking in through Sassafras. In and out, good evening.
Did he say in and out?
Nope, he did not.
He said I.
This is Atlanta 245, WRCN 369, checking into the net.
People.
Net control.
What?
This is WRAT 241, Atlanta 403. Bob up in White County. In and out tonight, please. Thank you. WREK 659, DW in and out.
659.
I think that was a call sign, not a TAC number. WRAK 659? Is that what I heard?
I don't know. WRAK. Well, 609.
659.
Station that was just there. WRAK 659. Do you have a tactical unit number, name, and location?
CW22, I'm off of the cross of Watkinsville repeater. My name is Gary Miller.
Very nice. Thank you for that, CW22, Gary. All right, are there any other stations, any repeater anywhere? Please call net control now.
This is Joe, Noonan 25, and by relay, Noonan 26, Mary Catherine. We are WRCL 957, coming in on Zello. Hello, Julie.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and pause there and I have, trying to see where I left off, Atlanta 130, Charles in Gainesville, Noonan 29, Marty in Tyrone, Atlanta 648, no, I'm sorry, Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock. Gary, I have you as in and out. Atlanta 780, Houston in Austell. Atlanta 261, Scott in Holly Springs. Scott, I have you in and out. Appreciate you checking in with us tonight. Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth. Atlanta 245, David in Dahlonega. Atlanta 403, Bob in White County. Bob, I show you as in and out. Have CW22, Gary. Noonan 25 and Noonan 26, Joe and Mary Catherine. Is there any station I missed or any other stations wishing to check in? Please call Net Control now.
Atlanta 131, WRAS 502, Morgan in White County on the Sassafras repeater. I'll be in and out.
This is Atlanta 946, WQYR 514, Justin at Studio B.
Net Controls acknowledging Atlanta 131, Morgan in White County. Morgan, I show you as in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening. And Atlanta 946, Justin sitting next to me in Studio B. All right, folks, with that, I'm going to go ahead and take it to the top with informal comments, beginning with Atlanta 253, Donald in Blairsville. Good evening, Donald. Have you recovered from Saturday?
I have recovered from Saturday, and I am no adults, just me here. Dad is gone.
Unsupervised.
That sounds scary, Donald. Yeah, Justin made the comment, you're over there unsupervised. That does not sound good at all. So what are you going to do with your free time while your dad's away?
I just got in about an hour ago from my cousin's farm.
Very nice. And did you bring Spot home with you?
I had him last night.
Very nice, Donald. Well, I want to thank you again, you and your father, for having Justin and I over there on Saturday. We had a great time hanging out with you guys. The food was excellent. The pound cake was amazing. I finished that up this morning, by the way. And yeah, the games, Uno, it was a blast. So we had a fantastic time, and just want to thank you again for your hospitality. Look forward to catching up with you real soon.
Anytime, it was my pleasure. Y'all come again.
It's a deal. All right, with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to Atlanta 33, Davis and Fayetteville, I think you said. Davis, what you got going on over there? Was he in and out?
I don't know.
He might have said short timer.
Well, I missed it if he did.
All right, well, Davis may have had to move on or maybe even checked in and out, not sure. But Davis, I appreciate you checking in with us. Hope you have a good time where you're at. And you have a great weekend, my friend. With that, we have Atlanta 3-2, Chris in ball ground. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, Julie. Everything's doing well over here in ball ground in a new quarter. Had a job interviews lined up in the morning with advanced disposal. Hope everything goes well on my end. All that. Take my fingers crossed for that.
Well, that's outstanding, Chris. I will keep my fingers crossed. I hope this is something that you will nail, and it'll be everything that you hope it to be. So that's exciting stuff. Is that first thing in the morning?
That's for 10 a.m. One of the things that they want to do is actually go out driving around in the truck and see how I like it, and we'll go from there. So.
Well, very nice. I think the rain will pass by then, so that'll be a good thing for you, Chris. At least that'll be in your favor. So good luck to you, Chris. I hope it goes well, and hopefully you'll check in next week with us and tell us you got the job. So we'll look forward to hearing from you then. With that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. We had our little friend, Anna, Atlanta 5-6 from Holly Springs, checking in and out. Thank you again, Anna. It's always great to hear your voice on the air. And next is her father, Atlanta 5-7, Andrew in Holly Springs. Good evening, Andrew. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Julie, and everyone on the net. Not a whole lot going on. I'm happy to be home from work. Crazy day. Just nothing went right, and that's all right. I had some days that were good before that, so I guess I was due. So not a whole lot else going on. I got a little movie night with Gina going on. Just took a little pause here real quick just to join the net and say hello to everyone. Not much else we're doing over on this end, just normal. The only thing I guess I could say that is different is I have purchased all of the study material needed for my extra, which I'm going to start embarking on. So that's going to be the next chapter.
So you're going to test before or
That's
after?
what I was going to ask.
So that's all we got going on over here. Throw it back to net control.
Outstanding, Andrew. So, yeah, you got your study material for your extra. So, my question is, you planning on taking it before June or after?
Actually planning taking it on June. Actually, Atlanta Hamfest is the target, assuming it doesn't get canceled this year again. So, but that's the target. We'll see if we make it. Had the target for Stone Mountain for the general last year, and we achieved the target. So I'm hoping to have the same result with this one.
Well, that is cool stuff for sure. You know, Justin and I were talking about pursuing our extra as well, and wasn't sure whether to try to take it before the question pool changes or after the question pool changes, which we're kind of leaning on seeing if we can get our hands on the material for the question pool after June and start preparing for that now, just to give us a little more time. And, you know, my thought was, if for some reason, you know, if we tried to do it prior to the question pool changing and we don't make it, meaning we don't pass, then after June we'd have to study a whole set of new questions. So we were kind of leaning towards just waiting and seeing if we can get our hands on that material now, just to buy us some more time. But very cool stuff. I hope you do it. You'll have to definitely keep us informed on that.
No, absolutely, definitely will, and that's why we're talking about June, and it's not even the end of January yet. So that's the reason. Plan on go ahead and get it out of the way, because you are correct. If for some reason I fall short, then of course got to kind of start over from the bottom again. So hey, we'll see what happens.
Well, I've got faith in you, Andrew. I'm sure you're going to accomplish it. So that is very cool stuff. And yeah, good luck to you. Koodles.
Doodles?
What the heck is that? Oh my golly. Anyway, Andrew, good stuff. Enjoy that movie with Gina, and we'll catch up with you later. With that, I'm going to move on to Atlanta 130, Charles in Gainesville. Good evening, Charles.
Good evening, Julie and Annette. It's an interesting day. Well, right now it's raining, but didn't get too much accomplished outside. Just a little bit too nippy. Too much of anything outside, but we did tinker with some radios and programming and a few things like that. We had picked the granddaughter up for school and settled in for the evening. I think I'm going to kind of start in a little early this evening and see if we can get another good start for tomorrow. Other than that, just say 73s to everyone and hope they have a good evening and turn it back to Connect Control.
Well, very nice, Charles. Sounds like you had a productive day, and that's always a nice thing. So I'm sure you enjoyed some time with your granddaughter. That's always cool. I know my parents were very, very active and involved in our children's lives, so that's cool stuff. Now, I hope you have a good rest of your evening. Get to bed early, my friend, and we'll talk to you soon. With that, we have Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock. Gary was in and out. Gary, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. That brings us to our friend Atlanta 780, Houston in Austell. Good evening, Houston.
Good evening, Julie. Good evening to the rest of the net. Not too much here. We got out and rode around in the rain this morning. And, come back home, changed the doorbell transformer, and that's about all we've done today. We tinkered a little bit, but you know how tinkering goes. A little bit of everything. Back to you.
Well, cool stuff, Houston. I know you're always busy tinkering with something, so that's pretty cool. But I hear you've got some information about some upcoming Hamfest and events heading our way. You care to share that with the rest of the group?
Yes, I have a Hamfest calendar list here. Lawrenceville, January 18th is already passed. The next one will be February 22nd at Dalton, Georgia. The one after that will be Birmingham on March the 6th and 7th. The one after that will be Charlotte, North Carolina, if anybody wants to travel that far. March the 13th and 14th. March the 14th also has Tullahoma, Tennessee, Tullahoma, Tennessee. And March 28th is Fort Payne. Let me break.
Not Fort Wayne.
Yeah, I caught that.
It's like Fort Wayne, but it hurts more.
Well, that may be enough. March 28th is also the Sevier County Hamfest. I don't know anything about it, but there's quite a few others. We'll go through them as we go along, but that's the ones that are closest to us right now. And, well, I'll go ahead and add April 25th for Calhoun, the Calhoun Hamfest, Calhoun, Georgia.
Well, that's quite a bit. that looks like a pretty busy schedule. So which ones of those are you planning on attending?
It might have been quicker to ask him which ones he's going to
Well,
skip.
hopefully we get to go to the Dalton Ham Fest. That's just before my knee surgery, but definitely we're going to Fort Payne. And probably the Calhoun. That'll be on up in April.
Excellent stuff, Houston. We'll have to definitely post some sort of schedule, maybe on our Facebook page. I'll have to get Justin on that. So, yeah, any of them that you're planning on going to, maybe we can get a group of members who might like to join you. That would be cool stuff. So, cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that, Houston, and definitely keep us posted as more come up. So I know Justin and I are looking forward to the one here in just a couple weeks that we're going to, the Hamcation in Orlando, February 7th, 8th, and 9th. So,
You know, I saw Larry Chappell had posted on the BGMRC Facebook page that he has reservations for, I think it's Huntsville. I'm not sure when that is, but that's another one to look forward to for the year. That's a big one that is worth going to.
yeah, absolutely. So, good stuff, Houston. Appreciate you keeping us informed of all of that. So, good talking to you, Houston. Tell Mona hello from us. And with that, I'm going to move on. I have Atlanta 261, Scott in Holly Springs. Scott was in and out. Thank you, Scott, for checking in with us. Glad to know that you're out there listening in, monitoring, as you would say. And with that, we've got Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth. Good evening, Nick.
Good evening to Julie. Good evening to the rest of the net. I was actually in and out, but I will go ahead and throw my 3 cents in. Not much to report, and I'll go ahead and throw it back to you.
Excellent stuff. Well, all right. Man, a few words, but it's all good. So appreciate you checking in with us tonight, Nick. It's good to know that you're out there and you're listening in. So you have a great weekend, my friend. With that, we have Atlanta 245, David in Dahlonega. Good evening, David. How are you doing tonight?
Hello there, and how is everyone on the net? Good to hear everybody. I've been away for a little while,
Yes, you have.
but I thought I would check in tonight and say hello. And yeah, I've just been really working a lot. I didn't have much work from Thanksgiving through New Year's, and all of a sudden the dam broke. So now I'm covered up working 16 hours a day, which is a good thing, so I need to catch up. And nothing really going on other than that. I got out today a little bit and ran the dogs in the backyard, and that was a lot of fun. And I will turn it back over to you, and I'll be monitoring and listening to the rest of the net.
Well, outstanding, David. Yes, it has been a minute since we've talked to you, so it's good hearing you back in here. Glad you found us again. I'm sorry that work is working you so hard. 16-hour days, that's tough to take for any length of time, but I hear you when you say you got to catch up from the time that you were slow. But we'll definitely pray for you to be able to keep that stamina up and don't get sick during this time, my friend. So good talking to you. I know that running the dogs is a favorite thing of Justin and me. We typically take our dogs out to the high school, though. They've got a huge hill that the dogs can run up and down, and we're able to exhaust them a lot faster going out there, bring them home, and they'll leave us alone so that we can get some rest. But, yep, I totally get it. That's a lot of fun for us to do as well. So David, you have a good rest of your evening, a great weekend, and stay well, my friend. With that, we have Atlanta 403, Bob in White County. Bob was in and out. Thank you, Bob, for checking in with us tonight. Hope you have a great evening. We have CW22, Gary in Arnoldsville. Gary, how are you doing this evening?
Julie, just relaxing after a day's worth of work. I know it's a bit warmer today than it has been in the previous days, but the wife requested a fire in the fireplace. I'm not sure who's enjoying it more, the dog and the cat or my wife. So either way, they're all snuggled around the fire, and we're just going to take it easy tonight.
Gary, that sounds like an excellent evening in my book. There's nothing better than a nice fire in the fireplace. You know, we were in Blairsville over the weekend visiting Atlanta 253, and he had a nice fire going on in his fireplace. And you know, Justin and I looked at each other, and we have yet to build one in our fireplace this year. So we're kind of behind the eight ball on all that. I don't know what the problem is with us this year. That's something that I typically really enjoy as well. So anyway, enjoy that fire with your family, and we'll catch up with you a little later. With that, we've got Noonan 25 and Noonan 26. Joe and Mary Catherine, they checked in through Zello. I don't know if they were in and out, so I'm going to hang out here and see if Joe is going to check back in with us and tell us what he's been up to.
Thanks, Julie. This is Noonan 25, Joe. We were not short time. We just got to the net a little bit late. This evening, we're always on the go. As you know, we were at the Fayette County Chamber of Commerce annual awards banquet, a kind of a fancy little shindig. It cut out early, fortunately for us, so just got home in time for the net.
That is outstanding, Joe. Yeah, you and Mary Catherine are always on the move, so never know where you guys are going to pop up next, but pretty cool stuff. We live vicariously through you.
And it wears us out.
Yes, and as Justin says, it totally wears us out. So good for you, Joe. I hope you and Mary Catherine are able to wind down and enjoy the rest of your evening. And with that, we have Atlanta 131, Morgan in White County. Morgan was in and out. Thank you, Morgan, for checking in with us tonight. That brings us to Atlanta 946. Justin sitting right next to me. Good evening, sweetie.
Well, good evening, Julie, and everyone on the net. It's been a pretty ordinary week, and that's been a nice change of pace. There has been some excitement and a little bit of drama, but you know, that's pretty mild compared to what our pace has been. But I think our pace is going to pick up again. It looks like February is going to be a weekend after weekend after weekend of packed and busy activities and travel, and that should be good. It'll be good. We'll be tired, but it'll be a good month. And hopefully, early in March, we can plan and arrange and organize a North Georgia GMRS gathering somewhere in the region. So if anybody has any suggestions or ideas as to where that might be, that would be good stuff. Maybe you can poke at me on Facebook or just make a post as to where you think we ought to go for a North Georgia GMRS gathering sometime in March, and we'll see if we can put it together. Back to you.
Yep, we have had a pretty decent couple of weeks here, but holy cow, February, the whole month is booked solid. So February is going to go by in a blur for sure. So this gathering in March, my vote is more towards middle or end. We're going to need a little bit of time to recover and recuperate. We're not like Joe and Mary Catherine. We don't bounce back so quickly. So wish we did. But yeah, we've got a lot of things going on in February. One of the things that I'm both excited about but also dreading the most is our baby is shipping out February 4th for boot camp. So kind of bittersweet. Very excited for him. I know he's got great adventures ahead, but it is my baby. So there is that. But anyway, enough about that. We'll go ahead. That clears us to the end. So I will again call out for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere. And the floor is open, so if you have any questions or comments, now's your time. Net control standing by.
You have a late check-in here, Atlanta 410. I want to say hello, WRFA 652, Atlanta 410, standing by.
I think he doubled.
Yeah, there was somebody behind him.
He's new? Arnold? Net control is acknowledging Atlanta 410. I believe your name is Arnold, and you're from the Dallas area. Arnold, you're a new member. Is this your first check-in?
Yes, that's correct. My first check-in.
Well, outstanding, Arnold. Welcome to North Georgia GMRS. It's exciting to hear new voices on the air here. So tell me, Arnold, how did you find us?
I had a amateur radio portable handheld unit I was using in the house, had it on scan, and I guess it was pine log. I can hear pine log very well in my living room, so I had some Motorola radios laying around, hadn't used in 20 years, so broke out MS-DOS and started some reprogramming, Roger.
Well, outstanding, Arnold. I am thrilled to death that you found us. That is pretty cool stuff. We love having our group continue to grow. So, Arnold, I definitely encourage you when we get our March meet and greet together for you to come out and meet some of the great people that are a part of the North Georgia GMRS. You know, we definitely look forward to those times because it's actually a opportunity for you to put a face to the voice, and it's just a great time of fellowship. So definitely encourage you. If you can't make it to our March one, we have several throughout the year.
And what a cool thing to have a radio laying in a closet for 20 years and come off the shelf and sound as good as that one does. That is a fantastic sounding radio.
Yeah, you're definitely booming through here, Arnold, for sure. So cool stuff, my friend. Definitely look forward to hearing more from you.
Stations, one on each side of town, one in Austell and one in Lithonia that I had linked, UHF, and that's when you had to purchase the frequency and register the tower and so forth and so on.
Wow. Well, neat stuff, Arnold. Very cool. So clearly you probably found our web page, and that's how you joined the membership?
I did. I did a search. There's also my wife works with one of her, I'm not sure work in the same building, but they're tied somehow together. But he, I think his name is Walter. He's also here. He kind of turned me this direction as well.
Well, that is awesome stuff. Yeah, you're going to get an opportunity to, meet a lot of great people in this group. I know, it's very family friendly, as I've said, and, you know, um, just a lot of good relationships have been developed through this group. So, welcome aboard, my friend. It's so cool. Glad that you got an opportunity to check in with us this evening.
Yeah, very good, and thanks for having me. And we're standing by on the side. Atlanta 410, standing by.
All right. With that, Justin's asking me. I'm not sure if I've missed someone in the check-ins or not. Noonan 29, Marty and Tyrone. Marty, are you still with us? And have I had an opportunity to take your informal comment, my friend? Did he?
Well, good evening, Julie and the net. I thought you'd never ask. Well, it could be a lot different. The similar thing happened to me once when flying an aircraft doing touch and goes, and the tower forgot all about me. And needless to say, I had to turn around and tell them I was going to land, and they went, "Oh, land immediately." I actually didn't have a whole lot to report. Last week we had a water outage that turned out to be a water main that took out our whole neighborhood, and it was so close to a creek that nobody found it till the next day. We had an interesting evening there. So they finally did figure it out. The water was creating an underground tunnel straight into the creek, so it never came above the surface. It took them almost 14, 16 hours to figure out where it was. So that's always a lot of fun. I don't have anything new to report. With that said, I'll say good night and turn it back to you. Noonan 29, WRCU 796.
Oh my golly, Marty, that sounds like that was a huge adventure over there. Yeah, I remember last week you were talking about that water leak and everybody being out of water at the time. I'm glad to hear you didn't have to take your bar of soap outside and shower up in the rain. So glad they found it by then, my friend. But what an inconvenience that can be. So. Well, thank you for hanging in there with me, Marty. Sorry I kind of bypassed you there. Don't know how that happened, but you'll have that from time to time. So you got to keep me honest and
You keep this up, we're going to cut your pay.
Yeah, really. But it's always a pleasure talking to you, Marty. You have a fantastic weekend, my friend. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and again call out for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere, and the floor is still open. Net control will be standing by.
291 for net control.
Oh, boy. Go ahead, Nick.
Well, since I've been accused this evening of being a man of few words, I'll go ahead and lay out a few more for the net this evening. You know, it's a fun fact in history, and most people don't realize that once upon a time, Mozart was not always a great composer. As a matter of fact, he used to be your common farmer. He had chickens, much like the Byerleys. I'll break. But it turned out that at some point in his farming career, Mozart needed to make a change. He had a large change of direction when one day he was out with his chickens and he was walking around and he said, "You know, I've been playing around with this music things, chickens, and I'm wondering, who's your favorite composer?" And all the chickens said was, "Bach, Bach, Bach." And he had to kill him. Back to net control. Good evening, everyone.
Oh, that was a great story, Nick. Thank you for sharing. Maybe we'll become a composer. Maybe just a poser. Oh, that's awesome. All right. Well, again, thank you, Nick, for sharing that. And I don't know what to say, but we will move on to any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere, and the floor is still open. Net control is standing by. Wonder how long he's held on to that one.
Newton 34, WRFA 584.
Oh. Station, I'm sorry. Can you bring that back to me?
This is Newton 34, WRFA 584. Stephen, Newton on the Pine Log machine.
Net control is acknowledging Noonan 34. Stephen, thank you, Stephen, for checking in with us. What you got going on tonight?
Well, I happen to be checking into the Pine Log repeater tonight, which is unusual for me since I'm not in Newton. I'm up on Cobb Parkway picking up my mother a television. We're going to install it at her house tomorrow, and picking up my daughter a virtual reality headset for her birthday, which is Saturday.
Sounds like you got quite the weekend events already all planned out for you. That is awesome. So how old's your daughter going to be?
She turns 10 on Saturday.
Wow, that is good stuff. So a virtual reality game set kind of thing. Is that one of those things that you put over your face and you see roller coasters and feel like you're in one?
It is. I'm not exactly sure what games there are for it. There's games and videos. You can use either one. The videos come through YouTube, and you have the option of, as you look around, you can see different things during the video. They have some other different sources as well, but she can either watch the videos and look around, or she can play a game and move her hands, and it moves in virtual reality for her. So I don't know a whole lot about it. She was very interested in it. She was excited about it, and so that's what she wanted, and that's what she got. I had to drive all the way up here to Cobb County to get it because they didn't have it at our Noonan Best Buy.
Now that is true love when you're going to travel that far. Yeah, from Noonan to Cobb County, that's quite a distance. We know because we make that trek to Noonan quite often. So that's not just a round the corner kind of deal. So you get the Good Father Award for this one for sure, my friend. That's cool stuff. So that'll be fun to watch her play. You may want to record that as she's playing it because it could be a lot of, yeah, a hoot for sure. Yeah, for sure. So, well, you have fun with that, installing your mom's TV and the birthday party this Saturday. That's good stuff. I look forward to hearing more about it next week, Stephen. So thank you for checking in with us this evening, my friend. And with that, I'll again call out for any late check-ins, and the floor is still open. Net control standing by. That's what I heard.
The live video on YouTube looks really good tonight. I'm watching it while all the net's going on.
Which, is that this one? Oh boy. Well, thank you for that, Donald. Justin must not have the camera pointed at him, huh? It's just a floating head. Oh. Well, all right. With nothing more heard, we're going to go ahead and wrap this net up tonight. So this concludes the North Georgia Regional GMRS net. We had a total of 21 check-ins. That's including myself. Net control will be returning the repeater back to normal use. Everyone that signed in should sign out. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your net control tonight. Good night, everyone. Atlanta 947, WQIR 514. Clear.
Atlanta 946, WQIR 514. Clear. Good night, everyone.
This is 253 WQNV 274, clear.
130, WRDK 811, clear.
All right. Good net.
Yeah.
Atlanta 57, WQZC 882. I'm clear, and possibly use the new term of the night, maybe incorrectly or correctly. Toodles.
Kudos to everyone. 829 WRC 796, clear.
Oh my golly.
Atlanta 291 WQIJ 279. Bok everyone. Atlanta 32 clearing WQQB 735.
Atlanta 261 WRC 299 clear.
Noonan 34, WRFA 584.
Okay.
Atlanta 410, WRFA 652 clear.
We're about to wrap this up. Nearly everyone is clear. Just a couple of them left hanging out there, as usual. And typically they'll clear out as time goes on. If they don't, well then.
Atlanta 780, WQUV 439, clear the net. Good evening, all.
And here I am talking away with the mute button down.
Of course.
Right. So as I was saying, we're wrapping things up. Folks are checking out. Nearly everyone is checked out. So this will conclude our live stream. Thanks for hanging out with us again this evening. We enjoyed having you, and we look forward to spending some time with you, with all of you next week. So good night, everyone, and have a good, safe week. We'll see you soon.